Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on this show. And I'm here to talk about the Dodgers losing to another bad team, another terrible loss to another terrible team. When are the Dodgers going to beat teams they should beat? I'm getting sick of it. I really am. These are games you should be winning. I don't care. Don't care if the Pirates are better with Don Kelly as their manager. I frankly don't give a fuck. These are teams we should beat no matter what. I mean, you split with the Rockies, you lose 2 out of 3 to Arizona, a trash team, a mediocre team, and you lose to a team in the Pirates 16 games below 500. I mean, it's just pathetic. So when are the Dodgers? When are y'all gonna beat some bad teams? The teams you should beat: Rockies, D-backs, Pirates. When are you gonna beat them? When are you gonna beat them? Because these are games you shouldn't be losing. Yeah, they all winning record lately against the teams above 500. What about the teams below 500? I know you're not playing them in the playoffs, but these are games you should win. You should be motivated to win these games. Because I think they can win. They're still going to win the division, obviously. But you know, you want to be that number 2 seed so you're not in the wild card. Well, the Phillies, I think, are now going to be, what, 2 games ahead? I know they still have a series against them. But there's just no excuses for these games they're losing. The offense showed up. Can't blame the offense. They showed up. But the pitching sure didn't. Give up 9 runs. Entering today, the Dodgers were 20-1 this season when scoring 7+ runs in a game with 12+ hits. They're now 20-2. Pitching blew this game against this one against the worst offense in baseball. Henriquez didn't have it. Trinan had 1 bad pitch, but that gave up 2 runs. Kopech gave up a run. Kirby Yates gave up a run. I mean, pitching blew it. Kershaw had 1 bad inning. I think it was the first inning where he gave those 4 hits, 4 runs. Didn't get help from his defense, Teoscar, making that bad inning even worse. Kershaw then shut it down for the next 4 innings. I think only the 2 walks, and he actually struck out 3. They should have let him go for the 6th inning, but no, got to take him out. I get it, but he should have went maybe for the 6th inning because he was in a rhythm. But also, stop playing Conforto. I don't know how many times I have to come on here each post game and say this. He had some good at-bats. How many hits he have? Oh yeah, 0. I don't give a fuck. Well, he could have the best at-bats ever. If you don't get a hit, I don't care. Sure, he had 1 walk, but that was it. Stop playing Conforto. It's just, how many more games are we going to go with the cursed Teo and Wright setup? Also, Conforto cannot hit the ball, can turn our lineup into an 8-man offense. I feel like our offense is basically Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, Smith, sometimes Teo, Pages, and that's really it. But they switched it up. The offense finally did something, only for the pitching to shit the bed. They did the opposite. And more self-inflicted wounds. The walks. Kershaw, the walks. Led to that first inning. The leadoff double. 2 straight walks. And then Teo can't make a fucking play. Thankfully, he got a double play, and after that, he settled down. But Henriquez, 2 walks, he gave up a hit. Kopech, Yates, the walks just frustrate me. If they see, hell, even if they see the Mets in the wild card, I'm not gonna lie, we might get sent home early in the wild card. It don't matter who they would see. Because even when the offense decides, oh, we're gonna show up, the pitching doesn't. I mean, yes, it's baseball. Shit happens, but the Dodgers need to stop laying down for teams below 500. They always play down to their competition. You gave up 8 walks and 8 hits. Gosh, it's every time the Dodgers walk batters, they make them pay. Maybe you should stop fucking walking batters. Because every single time it happens, they give up runs. God, luckily for the Dodgers, they won't have to face a below 500 team in the playoffs, but unfortunately, they might have to play in the wild card. If they're going to continue to lose games like this, you will be playing in the wild card, and you will deserve it for your shit play against shit teams. God, Pirates scored 9 runs. They entered tonight ranked 30th in baseball in runs scored, and they scored 9 tonight. This team is just so incredibly frustrating. They're just not as good as they were last year. They're not as good as they were last year. They'll be lucky to win 2 out of 3. Paul Skeens is pitching, so they better fucking win tomorrow. If not, they're getting swept. But you can't throw away games to shit teams. Man, 0 for 3 night for Conforto, but they liked his competitiveness at the plate, and he fouled off some pitches, so he'll be back in there tomorrow. And I'm sure that second inning walk will keep him up. They fought back, I guess. They were down 4-0. They made it 4-4. Because Ohtani hit another home run. He actually went 3 for 5 tonight. But he had a mental error at third base. But he's hit 46 homers this year. And 120 off the bat. Eddie Paz hit 1. But I'm just frustrated, dude. I really am. And the bullpen wasn't good tonight, and they're now 4-10 in their last 14 games against teams with losing records. I mean, it's not asking for a lot to beat teams that are just bad. I'm literally not asking for a lot. You're supposed to beat teams like the Pirates, Rockies, D-backs if you're serious about contending. Look, the pitching's been carrying the Dodgers, but there's no excuse to give up 9 runs to the worst offense in baseball. Dodgers seem to show up against the good teams, and they just can't handle the mid teams. They just can't handle their business, which is inexcusable. They've lost 3 out of 4 to the D-backs and Pirates. Quite something, man. But they can't beat those teams. Now maybe they just don't have it this year. Or it's either that or they need to wake the fuck up for these games. I don't care if it's like, oh, it's the Pirates. No, you need to get up for these games because you still only have a small lead in the division, and you need to get to that number 2 seed. So you avoid the wild card. You don't want to play a fucking wild card. I don't want to play a wild card in a 3-game series. And Kirby Yates is also the Conforto of the bullpen. He comes in every night to give up runs and still has a job. Kirby Yates. Kirby. Done with this guy. The fuck off the team. God, I prefer Walker Buehler over this guy. They have multiple guys in the bullpen who should just be better. I mean, obviously you probably want to maybe trade for Mason Miller or Johan Duran, but I don't know, man. But the pen was horrific. The offense finally did enough. This team just cannot put together a complete game. Either the offense fails, the pitching fails, the defense base running fails, Conforto, Teoscar, or everything. I don't know if this is a World Series team. And maybe that 9th inning could have been different if Kirby Yates didn't give up a fucking run, or if Pages could have caught the ball in center field. Well, gotta win the next 2. Gotta win 2 of the next 3. Because they gotta win this shit, but I'm sure they'll manage to somehow lose this series as well. But yep, going over the stats and then I'm done with this. Just so beyond frustrated with this team. So, Pirates win. They take first of this 3-game series. 8 hits, 9 runs, 1 error. They improved 62 and 77. They scored 4 in the first, 3 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. After the first inning, the pitching sailed in because of Kershaw. In the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, made a nice play. I think it was Tommy Pham hit the ball right at him and he caught it. I would have got him out there for the 6th personally. But whatever. I mean, I thought he was in rhythm, but he goes 5 innings, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. After the first inning, he settled in, but the bullpen never did. Henriquez, 0.1 innings, 1 hit, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Just no swing and miss tonight. The 2 walks, and he gives up a hit, they take him out. Trinan, 0.2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, a 1-2 breaking pitch right over the plate, and 2 runs score. And also because of the trash-ass defense, no idea why Conforto was coming in. But whatever. Yeah, he has terrible defense, but yeah, he still has like 400 plate appearances this year. Kopech, 0.1 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Bonda, 0.2 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. And Kirby Yates, a.k.a. Michael Conforto, out of the bullpen. 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. For the offense of the Dodgers, or they dropped to 78 and 60. They had 12 hits, 7 runs. So you can't tell me the offense didn't do nothing because they had 12 hits, scored 7. They scored one in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 2 in the seventh, and 1 in the ninth there. But wasn't enough. For the Dodger offense, Shohei Ohtani, 3 for 5, 2 RBIs, and a homer for Shohei. Betts, 2 for 5 and RBI. Freeman, 0 for 5, 2 runs. Not a great game from Freddie. Smith, 3 for 5 and RBI. Teo, 2 for 4 and RBI. Conforto, 0 for 3 and a walk. Paez, 1 for 4 and RBI with a solo homer. Freeland, 0 for 4. Rojas, 1 for 3 and a walk. And Kim was the pinch runner there and scored a run. For the Pirates, Carmen Majinski, I don't know who the fuck this is. 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Bubba Chandler, 4 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Got 3 runs off Bubba Chandler. Second big league win. Isaac Matson, 1 inning, 3 hits, 2 runs, no walks, no strikeouts. And Moreta making that money tonight against the trash-ass Dodgers. 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Dennis Santana, 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 walk, no strikeouts. For their offense, Triolo, 2 for 4 and RBI, a walk, 2 RBIs. Gonzalez, 1 for 3, 2 walks and RBI. Reynolds, 0 for 3, 2 walks. Pham, 2 for 4, 2 RBIs. McCutcheon, 1 for 2, 2 walks. The first 5 hitters, they combined 7 walks. You walked the top 5 hitters 7 times. Canario, pinch hitting, 0 for 1 and an RBI. Cruz, 0 for 1 and a walk and an RBI. Yorkie, 1 for 2. Horwitz, 0 for 2. 0 for 2. Davis, 1 for 4 and RBI. And Davany, 0 for 4. Let's go over your scoring summary in the pitching matchup tomorrow. Game 2, this 3-game set is at 6:40. All 3 games are at 6:40. Bottom of the first, Pham doubles. McCutcheon infield single. Canario sac fly. Top of the second, Paul has a double play, scores a run. Top of the third, Ohtani homers. Teo single. Top of the fourth, Paul has homer. Bottom of the sixth, Davis single, and then a 2-run Triolo double. Top of the seventh, Betts ground out, and then a Smith single. Bottom of the seventh, Cruz ground out. Bottom of the eighth, a Gonzalez single. Top of the ninth, an Ohtani double. 9-7, your final score. Dodgers lose once again to another team below 500, but not surprised. 4-10 in their last 14 games against teams below 500. But yep, game 2 tomorrow, 6:40. It will be Shohei Ohtani takes the mound, and it'll be Shohei Ohtani versus Braxton Ashcraft, 6:40 Eastern. Thursday, Paul Skeens and Blake Snell. So they better fucking win tomorrow, because it's no guarantee they win Thursday with Paul Skeens pitching. So, yep, that's all I say. Peace.